Alright, so this one, x squared equals 11x minus 10. You want to keep that x squared positive. So you move the rest of the equation over to the other side. You do that by subtracting 11x from both sides and adding 10 to both sides. So that gives you x squared minus 11x plus 10 equals 0. And then you put it into the quadratic equation. And, you know, after you go through the steps, it gives you x equals 11 plus or minus the square root of 81 over 2. The square root of 81 can be simplified to 9. So it gives you x equals 11 plus or minus 9 over 2, and that gives you 20 over 2 or 2 over 2, which is simplified to 10 or 1. So, that one's a lot of steps, but in the end, not too hard. God damn it, focus. Okay, so, this next one. For the square root of 6x plus 1 equals x plus 1, you square all of the terms, and then that will give you 6x plus 1 equals x squared plus 1. You subtract 1 from both sides, they both just end up canceling out. That gives you 6x equals x squared. Subtract the 6x from both sides, that gives you x squared minus 6x equals 0. You factor out the x, so it gives you x times x minus 6 equals 0, and it's like having the FOIL problems. You set both of them separately equal to 0. That means you've got x equals 0 or x equals 6. For number 9, it's the same thing here. You factor out the greatest common factor, which here is... Sorry. Fucking pandemonium at Fat Cats. Here, you factor out 5x, which is their greatest common factor, and that gives you 5x times x minus 4, and then you set them both separately equal to 0, and that gives you x equals 0 or x equals 4. So for number 10, 2 plus 7i times 2 minus 7i. When you FOIL that out, it gives you 4 minus 14i plus 14i minus 49i squared. So the negative 14i and the positive 14i cancel out. So that means that you're left with 4 minus 49i squared. And because I is equal to the square root of negative 1, like I said, that means the square root of negative 1 times the square root of negative 1 equals negative 1. So I squared is equal to negative 1. So with that negative 1 in there, it changes the 49 sign to positive, and then that gives you 53 for your answer. I'm being, like, totally taunted here. Okay, so there you can see the full explanation. Basically, the absolute value of x equaling 6 means x can equal a positive 6 or a negative 6, because absolute value is just the distance from 0. Alright. So, number 12. This is another one that wasn't a quadratic. I don't know if this was right or not, but like in the document you sent me, it just said 2x plus 5 equals 0. But there's that one gone through. For 13, 7 plus 5i minus negative 9 minus 11i. Basically, your negative sign just changes all of the signs of everything in the parentheses. So when you get rid of the parentheses, it's 7 plus 5i plus 9 plus 11i, so everything is just adding together. So then you just add like terms, and it's 16 plus 16i. Over here, let me get more light. So 3x squared minus 1 equals 4, I think it said 47, I'm pretty sure it said 47. So you subtract 47 from both sides to get one side to 0, and that gives you 3x squared minus 48 equals 0. Put that into the quadratic equation, and that gives you, you know, when you just put the zeros in as placeholders, then all you have is negative 4 times 3 times negative 48 over 2 times 3. So like, here, these zeros, just ignore them, they're placeholders, they don't mean anything. So then when you simplify that top one with the zeros in it, it'll give you negative 12 times negative 48. There should be parentheses around those, my bad. But yeah, negative 12 times negative 48 over 6, which gives you 576 divided by 6. And the square root of 576 is 24. So divide that by 6, and it just gives you x equals 4. Okay, this one. This one was big and complicated. So the square root of x plus 10, basically all you have to do is square both sides, and that'll get rid of that square root sign. So that means x plus 10 equals x squared minus 4x plus 4, and you want to get the left side equaling 0, so you subtract 10 from both sides, and then you subtract x from both sides, and it gives you 0 equals x squared minus 5x minus 6. It's equal to it being the other way around, it doesn't matter. It is the same as x squared minus 5x minus 6 equals 0. So anyway, put that into the quadratic equation, and once you simplify everything out, that'll give you x equals 5 plus or minus the square root of 49 over 2, or 5 plus or minus 7 over 2, which equals 12 over 2, or negative 2 over 2, which is 6 or negative 1. And that's as far as I could get with your homework. I hope that it's enough help to at least get you somewhere. Alright, good luck guys.